tried to wave. It was a wave bad.
I didn't really see it. It's all content.
Alex and I started this company because we looked at hundreds of manufacturing firms across the country, and we saw these folks do not have the same competitive advantages that larger firms have, or that some of our overseas competitors have. And so we said, hey, it's a good thing if we have a lot of strong manufacturing firms in this country, and what can we do to actually help that? I've been in aerospace my entire career. You know, in aerospace, you have to buy American. And that can be a big challenge sometimes because often the American shops are just not fast enough to be competitive. So Alex and I decided to go figure out why that was the case.
We spent 6 months going around the US. We would go into the factory, stand over the shoulders of folks for 8 hours a day. We watched estimators, engineers, inside sales reps, and tried to understand what their day looked like and what tools they were using. We saw the ERPs that were implemented 30 years ago, Excel sheets with 50 tabs, tons of email, PDFs, attachments, drawings.
The folks who are the best at making things were spending all of their time on paperwork, not on production work. So we decided to build something to solve that problem. Today, we are very excited to introduce Frank.
Frank. Yeah, Frank.
I would describe Frank as
very efficient, structured.
the best personal assistant that you could ever have.
He's a perfect employee.
When I get an inquiry from Frank, everything I need is there and I can just jump right in.
Frank is the best employee you'll have. He doesn't talk back.
Every time we think he can't do something, we're surprised that he does it in seconds.
Frank makes my job more fulfilling.
He comes to work, he shows up on time.
He's pretty perfect.
Frank is an AI inside sales rep, built specifically for manufacturers. Don't think of him like a piece of software. Think of him more like a coworker. He gets his own email address, he learns your quoting workflows, and he understands your unique pricing model. From there, he handles your quoting process end to end. When a new RFQ comes in, he parses the drawings, assemblies, and 3D models. If anything's missing, he emails the customer to clarify the specs. Then he analyzes the CAD files and prints to extract the characteristics your shop prices off of. If needed, he emails your team for their input on cycle times and operations, then drafts a BOM using your cost model. Once you approve, Frank builds a polished quote in your template, sends it to the customer, and schedules follow-up emails at your preferred cadence. Best of all, Frank keeps his CRM fully up to date, so you have real-time visibility into your pipeline without manual data entry. Over time, Frank develops a complete memory of every job you've done so that you can search and ask him about them at any point.
Frank is already working with hundreds of estimators, inside sales reps, and engineers at manufacturing firms across the country. Today, he's processing over $4 billion of annualized quote volume and helping our customers respond to their customers up to 90% faster. Frank is just the beginning. He's the first of many coworkers we are building to help support the people and the companies who are building our country. The reason firms like this are still here is because they're very, very good at production. They are not here to be pushing paperwork. If we can shoulder some of that work for them, then they get a bunch more time to focus on actual production and growing their business. We want them to be stronger, we want there to be more of them, and we want the entire manufacturing sector in our country to flourish.